Hey guys, it's TheAlPals. Actually, it's just Alex today, and the reason for that is that we're starting a new series, which is going to be a Minecraft series. Now, what you need to know right now, before the rest of this video, is that after this, it's going to be a pretty long tour of the server, and if you don't want to stick around for that, I'm just going to quickly go over it so you have an idea of what it's all about. So basically, about 3 months ago, my friends and I started a kind of like a political roleplay server, which is just a vanilla Minecraft server, but we've added in an extra element ourselves of kind of like politics and things like that. You know, the most interesting things. Now, I promise it gets a little interesting. And so basically, this is to show the server just the state of it right now, and we're going to have more videos, which are going to be a lot shorter, which are going to be following what we're doing as we move forward. But the really important thing is that you can join us on the server and kind of be interacting with us. And so I'm going to put the two things that you're going to need for that. One of those things is the server IP address, and the other thing is going to be our Discord link, where you can talk to us directly and kind of like see what we're up to that way. And so if none of this sounds interesting to you, then thank you for watching. We're going to have another another Mario Kart video out soon. We're going to be continuing with that, don't worry. But we are going to be doing some of these Minecraft videos now. I think they're pretty interesting. The rest of this video is going to be just going around pretty much the entire server so far to give you an idea of what you're working with, just to start out. And I think it's really interesting. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. And there will be timestamps throughout because it's a pretty long video, and there are some just more important moments that you'll want to move to that I'll put down in the description as well. Alright, enjoy the video. Alright, hey guys. It's TheAlPals here with a new series. I'm here without Allie, actually, and so we're gonna still be doing our Mario Kart stuff, but hey guys, first, my cat is with me. He's not very happy about that, but he doesn't have a lot of choice. The second thing is that in the rest of the video, my webcam is not going to be working. I'm actually filming this after I've recorded the rest of the video. It turns out that my webcam didn't properly record, but promise I'm still here, and I'll be back in the next video like this. Alright, enjoy the video. Ever since the beginning of the kind of quarantine, actually like right on that night, my friends and I started a Minecraft server, and we've been playing on it for quite a lot of time. Let's see, I'm looking for my time spent on here. Yeah, not a lot of time since the last death. I just died. But I'm at 14.57 days worth of time. We're on day, okay, 2 screenshots. We're on day 1943. So, you know, that's safe to say we've got a decent amount of time on this. So we thought that we would start a little bit of a series kind of going through our world, and we kind of go through it like in a political roleplay kind of style almost. So while we go through it, we'll kind of be explaining how things are, and also like how you guys can join in too, maybe. We'll see. I mean, it's set up that way. So right now we're in our capital. So kind of the way that the political structure is set up is that right now it's 3 friends. It's me, my friend Will here, and one of the guy, Mert. He's going to be coming on later, but Will's on this call right now. Say hi, Will.
Hello.
So he'll be on the videos with us too, and so will Mert. And so we're hoping this is going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited about this, and we're hoping that there's going to be ways that you guys can join us here. So we think that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's head inside for the night. So this is our meeting hall, and so we have 3 nations. The 3 of us are kind of our own separate nations, and there's a little bit of a history. I think maybe we'll go over that as time goes on, but right now we're all together in kind of a loose confederation of states, which we call the Confederation of Nations. Will is over here at the People's Republic of Sauce. I'm over here at the Corona Kingdom, and he's the Turk. He'll be coming a little later. So the three of us are all kind of the leaders of whatever nation we are of, and we come together and we're kind of the representatives here at the capital, which kind of governs things loosely for all three nations and kind of just the interactions between the three nations, because we want to keep things pretty civil, relatively. And so that's why you see that's another one of a little deviations from pure vanilla, in that I just gave the three of us a tag. This is console on it. There you can see my. Oh, you can't see mine. But Will can see mine. He can promise that I have a console tag too.
Yeah, I can see it.
He's nodding. And that's pretty much it. The consoles are allowed to edit and spawn without being operators, and that's the total of it. There are no other. We're pretty strict about vanilla and any kind of hack client or anything like that. And that's the only thing that we're strict on, because we want the server to kind of be representative almost of, real. It's a political roleplay server, kind of. So we want it to be pretty representative with, rules are only as strong as you can enforce them. That's the kind of idea behind this. So anyway, Will here is the main builder of a lot of this stuff, especially in his, obviously in his areas, but also in the capital. So he built all of these buildings here. This is a KK Corona Kingdom. That's our beacon here. We're more tech. I do a little more redstone and like Will's armor. That's from me, and all of our stuff. It's pretty much a lot of our higher end resources. But Will's a really good builder, so he's doing a lot of this. So on the right here, this is our flag. That's Will's flag. He's a little more detailed one too. And then this is our Confederation of Nations flag. Will also speaks a lot of German and Russian, so you'll see a lot of signs in German and Russian, mostly German, I think, right? Because you don't have the Cyrillic alphabet.
I don't know how I can do the Russian alphabet on Minecraft, so
yeah, I bet we can find it.
I'm sticking with German.
Yeah. So there we go. So let's just take a peek inside here. So we'll be adding Mert's flag too. There, his nation. So just a little bit. So Mert and I started off together, but then we just had kind of different, just like directions we wanted to go in. And so we together had a huge amount of territory, and it was really undeveloped. So I said, "Here, Mert, take a good chunk." I think he took almost like a pretty big, decent sized continent, and that became his new Turk. So a lot of the stuff isn't quite updated yet. It's fairly new. All right. So I guess we'll show around. So this is the capital city of Einheit. Here. Do we have any signs like that? Let's say Einheit. Maybe not.
On the legislature building.
Oh, here we go. All right. There we go. Einheit. So it's a federal territory here, kind of like Washington D.C.
Yeah. And then across the river here is the PRS city of Vestadt, which includes these homes and the fortress over there and a few other islands.
Yeah. So Will's really big on the architecture and the building. I'm just now getting into that a little more, because I've been focused more on like farming and kind of automated things. But yes, they're nice, really nice homes. Will's a really good builder. He builds a lot of these kind of structures which look nice, decent, really decent size, like very
functional.
Functional. That's the word. Like you could easily live in. Excuse me. You could easily live in this. I would want to live here. You should too. But live in my town because I want we set up a system of representative votes. And the more population we have, the more votes we have in the council. But if that weren't the case, I would say live in Willstown. So here, this is all Will's kind of island, and this is actually decently far away from
the rest of
the
civilization.
rest of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
There are a few other smaller towns around.
Oh, what's this here? We have a little
area.
Prismary. So this is Will's, state executioner of socialism.
It's more of a like a State Department. By executioner, it's not the executioner like death of others. It's more of like instituting the system of socialism.
Yeah. So Will's big socialist. That's another thing. You'll see. He has a whole constitution. We got a whole constitution. We're not so much better. We're barely a constitutional monarch. All right. So I think let's head over to some other towns. Do you have your elytra, or are we gonna take the road?
Let's take the main road, and then as we go on, we'll just go on foot.
Cool.
People will be able to get a better look that way.
Yeah, good idea. All right. So just to give you a small idea, those who really care, north is this way, and that's south. All right. So one of my bigger projects, has been falling down and completely missing the area. No, okay. Has been a huge nether highway that I built. It's not amazingly functional on a short scale. Here, I'm going to hop in the back of your boat here.
Okay. Where are we going?
Let's head over to West Faf.
West Faf?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all labeled and everything. So if you join, you'll be able to get around pretty easily. So, on the short term, it's not, amazingly revolutionary. But it's really extensive. It goes pretty far to some regions, like, 10,000 blocks away or so. So now we're heading to West Faf, Jashtown. This is still in Will's territory. I think this one was just the closest. Alright, and loading. There we go. So we're going to clean this up a little bit. So yeah, a lot of stuff is still under construction, but we thought that, we got to a really decent place technically wise, We got a lot of good gear, we have like a few sustainable methods of doing things. But on terms of like the political and kind of progressing a little more, we wanted to kind of be showing that. So stuff will be unfinished, and we'll be showing you guys how we're doing stuff. So this is Will's. Oh yeah, good. All right. So I can kind of give you a bird's eye view while Will goes around. So this is Jashtown. Sorry, not Jamestown. Something else. This is we just came from somewhere that's way that way to my left, which is west there.
And then right across this river here, to the east, is Turk.
Yeah. So. Mert's area, Turk. Here, I'll show you. So this river that cuts through, that divides West Faf and East Faf. East Faf used to be an area of the KK, the Corona Kingdom, but I ceded that over to Mert because he needed someplace, and it's a huge territory. It's right in the middle of things. It's nice. So now we're getting on to some of Will's newer projects. So he's building a huge. Why don't you explain it yet?
I don't even know the purpose. I just wanted to build a big stone structure.
Sometimes you just want to do that. You'll see there's a lot of that. Will's a really good architect. I love his style. And yeah, so Will's been kind of urbanizing this area. And also building these pillars because Mert can be a little combative. So, Will wants some ways to have a little oversight here. So it continues on for a while, and a lot of these towns actually here on this main road were named by me as I was mapping them out because, I don't know, I thought there were certain names that were just very suiting. So this is Cascade, Cascade, which is French. In French it just means a waterfall, and I thought that was just very fitting.
All these towns were built by me, though. I just forgot the names I gave them originally.
Yeah, Will is the master architect here. All right, Will, where did you get to?
I was in Flauve. I don't know if that's French.
Fleuve.
Fleuve. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, fleuve is just river. But
Ah.
let's see. Here, these banners are named just for the purpose of. Oh, fleuve. I have no idea what the RER is for, but fleuve is river. Cool. Oh yeah, I see it. All right, this is another town. If you're coming here, it's a much more serene town. Except for the garden.
At this point, we have to use boats as the road stops here.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see the progression. Like the older cities and towns that we've built, we didn't have elytra or anything. So first, a lot of the towns are on the river because that was the easiest way to get. It was the fastest way to get there. A lot of them have boat stops, ports, and I think that's kind of interesting to see how we evolved. Like now, we're moving further inland because it's closer to other areas, and we can get there really fast with elytras or with our highway. And we don't need to be by the rivers anymore. And it's a little more convenient to be a little farther away from water, just in terms of, not having to deal with water as more of a nuisance as opposed to a means of transportation. So there's a few more towns. Do you want to start heading over to... where do you want to go next, I guess?
We could go north, but those cities aren't really like anything special. They're more of the same like this. So
Yeah.
we could go back to like Sauce or something.
Yeah, do you want to go to Fafsize and
Bafzai, sure.
yeah. So this was a bit of an interesting story. So a while ago I was on a big hunt for totems of undying, and so a bit more context here actually is that originally so we were a little more warlike, let's say, and we kind of really wanted all of Will's territory, we being me and Mert. And, we didn't necessarily go to war, but we did, and we essentially were like, we told Will, okay, we're not going to fight you, but if you don't give us all of your land, then we will. Kind of a threat. And
Yes.
Will did not take that too lightly, but luckily we had kind of prepared for that. So first of all, I had made a copy, not a copy, I had taken, one of every seed, or a stack or so, every seed and plant, put it into a kind of a locked vault, because I didn't even have an ender chest yet, I think. I just had to get it in like an obsidian vault somewhere. Then I knew he was going to go after our livestock, because at the time our big thing was our wandering trader, or not wandering trader anymore. Our big thing was we had this huge farm, all these animals, and we knew that Will was going to go after them. So I built a bunker underneath the farm, which I still think is there, with 2 of every animal, making like a little Noah's Ark, because he actually did come and burn down our pens and our livestock.
The
fences, and trying to let them all get away. Luckily, they were all kind of too stupid, and they just kind of stayed in there, and they didn't even need the fence to be staying in. But he did burn down the rest of our town, which was not very nice. But the main place we were living, first of all,
and then blew up the gate.
Yeah, he blew up the gate. I heard that.
But I built it.
Yeah, he also built our wall. We commissioned him for that. But anyway, so I said, tell me by sunrise what your decision is. Well, really, I just wanted to be one unified state. Kind of got there. But, and so I said, tell me your decision by sunrise. And I'm sitting at, you'll see, in my castle, there's a little overhang. I'm just kind of sitting there waiting for sunrise. And all of a sudden, I hear a little explosion by the wall, and an arrow lands at my feet, and Will said some choice words, and the battle began. But before that, I had also set up a trap where it was just a simple tripwire, arrow dispenser. It had poison arrows and whatnot. And so I kind of just stood there waiting for Will to walk into the trap, and eventually he did, and he died, and we came to a peace agreement, and we formed the Confederation of Nations. But Will was still not trusting. So I'm on this hunt for these totems of undying. It's been a little bit since the war. We're kind of loosely together. We haven't really formed the Confederation of Nations yet, I think, but the framework was in the way. And all of a sudden, I'm flying from... So you'll see my kingdom is on that side. And I'm trying to get to a woodland mansion that's like over there, like 5,000 blocks or so. And I see this huge thing here, and I'm like, what the frick is this? And I go down and I see the sign here, which says, "We will forever be free," or something like that. I don't really know. I don't speak German, but it says something like, "We will forever be free," I think. And I'm like, huh,
Yes, it says that.
That is interesting. So I didn't mention it. I actually accidentally blew up this area here. I rebuilt it very quickly.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there was a creeper, and it blew up right here, and I had to rebuild this. But I knew your style well enough, and I could like copy and kind of guess what things were supposed to be. I had like extra glass on me for I was trading with villagers, and I just kind of rebuilt it. And you never noticed until now. But anyway, this was Will's like secret base because he didn't trust us, and yeah, that's an interesting story. But anyway, yeah. So, but he burned down our town. Luckily, all the villagers had already run away anyway, or they were put into our iron farm. So, you know, no one was harmed, but it was pretty annoying. We haven't rebuilt since. It's kind of like a war memorial. But actually, I think I'm going to rebuild the city. So, just, you know, for oncoming people. Anyway, so Will's sister, Kelly, has started her own... She's like... So Will has this beautiful state park here. It's a flower...
National park.
National park. Well, technically it's a state. But, it's this beautiful flower forest, and Will's sister, Kelly, has set up her own little hermit shack. Right here. With a backwards-facing door, so that mobs can hit her. No, it's fine. And some flowers, and some saplings. So, you know, and a double bed.
Sorry, what did you call it first?
A double bed. Oh,
No,
her shack. Her hermit shack, yes.
Hermit.
So, Kelly is with us too. Maybe she'll be joining us at some point. Kelly's really nice. She's just a year younger than us. So, here we are. Alright, so maybe let's head...
Alright, where are we going next?
I don't know. Where's some other... Do you want to head... Let's head to the capital. KK capital.
The KK capital? Alright, you can go ahead. I'm gonna be a while because I'm on horseback.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, another thing is that the server often lags pretty bad. Not pretty bad, but yeah, every once in a while it just lags. So now
It may or may not be because of my chickens.
Yeah, so before we had an XP farm, Will had a chicken XP farm, a chicken breeder XP farm, and we may or may not, you know, have had like 1,000 chickens all in one small area. What goes here? I have my inventory set up in a very specific way. Oh, what goes here is the fireworks that just ran out. Oh, well, I can get more of those. So I'm pretty decently organized with my stuff. I utilize a system like a shulker box and chest system a lot. It's really convenient just because it expands my inventory space. Oh, and Will, I got a bunch of shulker shells. I went to the end and I just went on a whole spree when I got the elytras, more extra elytras. So if you need any extra shulker, if you want shulker boxes or anything like that, I have extras now.
That would actually be really useful because
Yeah.
I've had issues with having too much cobble in my
Yeah, that's how
inventory.
I've been dealing. All right, so here, so it's pretty. We have two main kind of roads. We have the PRS Parkway, which runs through, because the PRS is very spread out. That's Will's, the People's Republic of the Sauce. The PRS is really spread out, so it makes sense to have this kind of bigger highway. It runs in like a U shape, a U, which goes like this to the main route, which is Route 1, which goes from our stronghold all the way to these a mesa biome, which is like like 8,000 overworld blocks away. And in between there's a mushroom island. There's all the KK areas, and I'm gonna connect Turk up once he gets kind of an infrastructure going. So this was a nice project, and I'm always adding onto it. So you'll see in my end chest is like blue ice, netherrack, and glass panes, and just all the materials that I would need to make this. Because you know, new settlements are always being built, and it's always nice to be as connected as possible. So this is the KK capital. pretty close to... Oh god. Yep, okay, it went. My, the boat went right back through the portal. Well done. So... Oh, hey, Will.
Oh, why are you beating?
So I usually use a texture pack. I'm not using a texture pack just for the first episode, just to show how things look in vanilla. But actually, it's a resource pack too. I explained it at maybe at the beginning. I don't know. We'll see. This is our.
Where are you now?
I'm just showing off the iron farm. So you know, we just have an iron farm here. Pretty standard. This is, I think, the first farm, or maybe second if you don't include like the wheat, carrot stuff. This is kind of our dungeon area. You're getting a little inside tour. So the KK capital is a lot more condensed than a lot of the... Alright, it's lagging. A lot more condensed than the PRS, but we're looking to expand too. Because there's not a lot of housing here, but in our next town, KK South, I'm putting in housing. There's a big settlement there. This is more of an industrial center. I'm looking to really make this just like the industrial center of the CN. And, you know, this will have some areas where people will live just so that they can be in close proximity to keeping farms operational and things like that. The more important cities are going to be actually probably away from the capital. I think a little more similar to, let's say, Washington, D.C. You know, there's like administrative stuff that goes on there. There is industry there. But, you know, it's nowhere near like New York City or Pennsylvania, or just, I mean, it's in the kind of vicinity, but, anyway. So this is kind of like the first thing I built. The first time I really realized how efficient automatic farms can be, because I haven't gone mining for, you know, things besides like cobblestone in so long. You know, we've been running it pretty much the whole time. Not really so efficiently, because it's not in the spawn chunks. But, you know, just to give an idea, like, we have all this iron, more upstairs, more kind of spread around. Anyway, yeah, so this is, we've been here for a while. This is kind of been our main house for a really long time. That's our royal emblem, our royal banner. That's the same one that's on my shield. There we go. Anyway, yes. So, you know, some good things. Some hobbies, and I like to collect the music boxes. I love chain armor. I think it looks really, really nice. And I have a bit of a whole collection of it here. The main way that I've gotten this stuff... Hello, Ned. The main way that I've gotten this stuff is just XP, skeleton farm, run it on hard, a difficulty, and that's the end. Anyway, yes, this is our kind of castle capital building here. So one of our best achievements... So it's under construction still as well. It's been under construction for maybe, I don't know, 3 months real time, because it's always like the last thing I think to change. But this one thing that's been under construction since before we had any bamboo for scaffolding too, is a huge map of our entire world. So we are right here. This map isn't even updated. I guess that's updated. Huh. I didn't think it... I guess I updated it recently. But anyway. Oh, it's not updated because it doesn't have the slime farm. So this is a little bit... This is where we are now, just to give you some perspective. That's the castle, the farm right there. The silo is that building right there. Our pond, our little docks, which is that right there. This is somewhere we have not been yet, that we should probably go next. That should have been the next place that we went. But we've been beforehand. Watch me. I swear I'm good at parkour, I'm just not good at walking around like normally. We have been in FAP, which is... So this whole forested area, that's the area that was cleared out and had the big stone structure. So Cascadere, remember we were there, Flovrer, there were the 2 places we didn't visit. Fafsai, the secret base from Will. And the capital is on a map that's not up here yet because I don't have the full row done. But the capital's like right here, I would say, if you were to map it out like that. And oh, hello, Ted. What are you doing up here? Here, cats don't take fall damage. Don't worry. Mert's territory, Turk, is everything to the right of this river here, and that little island is neutral.
No, I re-seized it. You took it from me. I took it back.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I guess that's not neutral anymore. Hello, Ted. What are you doing? Yeah, so just to give you a little bit of an idea of the size of this, this is a 1-to-1, not a 1-to-1, but it's a scale 1 map. So I'm going to be going through and hopefully completing this, and then moving this to an area on the PRS island, the island of Sauce, which is Will's first capital area, which is this island here. It's just northeast of us. There are some really great structures there that we should probably go to next. Do you want to head over there?
Yep.
Oh wait, actually I want to just show this area just a second. So we have a little bit of a sugarcane manual farm going on here, but a huge slime farm. This goes down to bedrock, or just below. The collection system goes into bedrock, so it's a little above. It's way too efficient for anything that we can keep up with. As you can see with, it's a little too efficient. On the other hand, we have our completely inefficient single bee farm, because bees refuse to cooperate, but it's decent. And then a little sugarcane, automatic sugarcane, and a few bamboo farm. A big kind of natural farm, and that's mostly. Oh, the XP farm is over the walls, because it has to be near a spawner. But so what I'm really hoping is I have a whole list of farms, which hopefully I'll show, and my mission is to create every single type of farm that you can have, and just have the KK, the Corona Kingdom, just be the center of industry. Ted, what are you doing? Just the center of industry all over, this is going to be coming off the New Jersey Parkway. You're just going to see smoke coming up. It's going to be all factories. This is another little beacon that we got. We only have 2. Alright, I'm going to walk Ted back inside. Oh, that was our original house, the silo. Now it just holds food stuff. So I'm going to walk my cat Ted back inside. Oh yeah, and
I'll meet you back at the PRS.
Cool. I'll meet you just at Horgard. So
okay.
We have gone to the end and all that kind of stuff. Obviously we have legends. Oh, and my favorite little thing that I built, the first kind of redstone thing I built on this world. It's pretty small, but see that gate over there? Well, bam, there you go. Lights turn on, and it has an automatic switch that just does a single pulse when it turns night, and it closes it if it's open, and that's it. And this can be open and closed from a few different points. Most of the redstone is just because it uses a converter from a button to a switch, but I also want to be able to control it from anywhere, and just you do a bunch of stuff, and so it's a little bit of overcomplicated redstone, but I like it a lot. You can control it from the towers. It's not really useful because you can pretty easily fly over it, and we have a portal that goes directly into our place, but I like it a lot. This is Dinnerbone too. He's upside down. Alright. So now we're going to check out the amazing architecture over at Will's old capital, or Will's current capital, Pyramus, Sewelvisus. Pyramus, sorry. So get ready. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. I think this is still, even with all the stuff that Will's built, this island has my favorite architecture on the entire server. Oh, and this is remnants of a secret flush piston door that I installed in Will's main military base, so I could secretly enter and exit his island without him knowing. It ran a redstone line through here, and so I could secretly enter and exit. Will dismantled it. Very sad. Rightfully so, probably. So now we're on that island I show you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a bird's eye view. So Will likes to build big. That's the other thing too. He's not playing around. He likes these tileable designs. But they work so well together, and his palette, he just has it down. Like, as soon as you know when something's a Will build. Alright, so this is Herargard, and that's his first little kind of thing that he started building, his first house.
Yeah, that's the first settlement, Sowelwas.
Sowelwas. That's our little water landing, and that's his trees over there. It's the only green island, so this is in the middle of a frozen ocean, but it's the only green island, and it's one of the only green settlements south of Faf.
Yeah.
So I kind of spoiled it a little. That's his fort over there. That's the bottom of Herargard. And this is his huge, the People's University of Pyramus. And his huge cathedral. So
let's go to sleep.
Oh, alright. I'm going to sleep on the top of this temple. This is an ancient temple style that Will built. I can only sleep at night in thunderstorms. You should just light up. I have the resources. I'll give you enough stuff so you can light it up, the whole thing, and we don't have to keep constantly going to sleep. Like when I'm at KK South, I never have to sleep because, well, I have a bunch of cats to scare away the phantoms, and there are no mobs that spawn there because it's all lit up and walled in. You'll see my most recent effort, and maybe one of my most favorite things I've built, is a very nice fenced-in settlement. It's still in progress.
Where are you right now?
I'm on top of the
The cathedral?
No, on the temple. So here's a few.
Oh, the Roman temple.
Yeah.
I see.
A few administrative buildings here, but then just a beautiful cathedral here. Maybe you can just take a good look. Appreciate. I love this. This is my this here is my favorite build that Will has built here. It looks very good. And take a look from the inside. You know, just the openness, but I think the stained glass is really helping it here. But it's just so open and grand, and I think it all just works very well together. I'd say this, in my opinion, this is Will's best work here.
Thank you.
But then, in just terms of volume and kind of compatibility, is his university that Will built. And Will lives, this is Will's little house here now. He lives in kind of almost like an apartment building style. And so, it's, welcome to the People's University of Pyramus. Willkommen auf der Universität.
Willkommen auf der
Willkommen auf.
Volksuniversität Pyramus.
There you go. So it's empty for now, but the building is all there. And if anyone wants to set up a little school, or use the school as a front, this is the place.
Yeah.
I think it also houses Will's National Bank around here.
Yeah, on the left.
Oh, and there's a pillager. Hold on.
Hold on, what about this?
And I just completely missed. And I just hit your horse.
Oh, you hit my fucking horse!
So we're a great team, as you
Sorry
can see.
for my...
Can you just... I can take him out a lot easier.
I got him. My horse is almost dead.
Well, good thing I put them out. As if they regain health while you're riding them. Sorry about that. So as you can see, we work very well together. Anyway, this is Will's hammer and sickle because he's a communist.
Yes.
Who is it?
And then there's another branch of the Staatspostrek of the Socialismus over there. with the big red star on top.
Whoops. I shouldn't waste arrows. Not that I don't have. We have a whole skeleton farm, but I just don't have a lot on me.
That's not gonna burn that, right?
No.
Okay.
You know,
Because that's all wool. The second that light's on fire, I'll have to rebuild it.
Interesting. All right, so this is Will's settlement. They started pretty close together, and then they spread out. So you can see all of these are on the same island. A very built up. I like it a lot. So now we're getting a little close. So West Faf and the Fafs are to the north here, past this ocean of ice. This is Will's built for me. I commissioned Will to build an underwater.
I'm coming.
What do you call this? Just an underwater kind of. These are
resort,
apartments.
basically.
Yeah, it's a resort. I like it a lot. It's very cool.
Go inside the main hall.
So I have a depth shredder on. It's very nice. It's built. Oh, I found diamonds in here.
You mine down there?
Yeah, I don't know. I was down there for some reason. I don't remember why. And I was like, oh, done. Just recently.
Did you just like look right up and then see the glass?
Yeah, I looked right up and I was like, wait a minute. So little bunker farming, and then we have Will's claimed an apartment on this side here, as you can see. And then I think I'd like to rent out
on the other side.
Yeah, this is my.
Well, they're built for you.
Yes.
Well, before you and Mert had split, I had both of the. I'll just show you the apartments are joined at the kitchen level only because I can't build a stairway down through here because that's exactly where the stairs are to get to the rest of the complex.
Got it. I mean, that's fine. We all have good relations. I'm sure we can share a furnace or so.
Yeah.
All right. So I think what's next or last at this point is me getting lost in an underwater cave. No, is KK South. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get onto a boat. Let's go.
So, these are Will's rice islands here. We need a lot of sugarcane for paper for the maps, and one of these buildings is also going to house. Let me see. This building here is going to house the map when it's all done.
It's especially built for that purpose. And then right across.
I'm not even sure it's big enough
National Assembly.
anymore.
Oh yeah, I might have to expand it somehow.
Yeah. All right, so let's head on over. Oh, and we let loose a bunch of iron golems to kind of guard this area for Will as he was building here. Oh, yeah, so this is Will's 1,000,000 chickens, which lags or serve like nothing else. That's also where we get all of our food.
Are you in Sewellis? Or there's 3 now?
Yeah, it's the big one here. In Sewellis. There used to be a lot of dirt in this chest.
There's one in the rice islands now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you know what? That
makes sense.
sense.
And then there's one...
Or technically not, because I think chickens were domesticated off of the bamboo farms. Or just the bamboo forest. Alright, so I'm heading over to KK South.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
Thinking of changing the name, though. I don't know what I would change it to. My whole organization.
South in German is Süd.
Süd. Yeah, I'm thinking of keeping more French. But I mean the whole thing, the Corona Kingdom.
Yeah.
Thinking of possibly making a change to that.
You did name some of my cities in French.
Yes. I named them like a French, German. Like I named it like Kreisfluss. Like it was like
circular flow.
So I'm gonna look down because I don't want to ruin the surprise of this. But Will, you almost here?
I'm having trouble spawning a boat. You do You show your thing. I'll be there in a
Right. So
minute.
first of all, look at all these cats. I found them all here. A few of them are second generation. But look at this. Isn't this so nice? Look at all these cats. I found a lot of them, and they're very cute. Anyway, because this used to be a village, and I've built a huge kind of walled-in city, which I tend to be my main population center, I think. It's a big city, and then there are like upper-level houses, and then some other houses. I'm thinking of leaving some empty plots as well for anyone who wants to build their own house. And I'm thinking if like I have some little areas where I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do with that. And if you have an idea of what to do with that, you can just take it and whatever resources you need. So we built a pretty big castle here. This is kind of my prizing architectural achievement. This is going to be destroyed. So this is still under construction, you know. Like, it's gonna... The inside is going to resemble the outside here. But this was just the villager house that was here, and there's some random citizen... Ooh, sweeping register. That's how I got, one of my swords here. So you're not supposed to be in here, because this is kingly areas. So it's there's a few towers here. I'm just going to show the castle from... I think it looks really good from far away. You know, that's a good sign. So we got the big castle here. Reaches up pretty high, and this whole city here is this is like on a hill, natural hill here, and so I've built one bigger house, and I'm gonna kind of transform the rest of the preset villager houses into bigger houses, and then leave some plots empty. So I like this city a lot, just for myself, for two reasons. The first is just the look. So when you're coming at it from here, you know, I just think it looks nice. Like it's all walled in. It's got the nice castle in the background, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm really proud of this. So the other really cool feature, let me show it off before it's a little too late. So I have these gates.
Did you build this house?
Yeah, that's mine.
This is nice.
Thank you. I just built that recently. So they all have they're all hooked up to daylight sensors. These gates, and so they close, and it's in sequence. That's why I have to do this one. So the main gate closes first, then the secondary gate, and then this tertiary. There we go. It got dark enough, and it closes. So it you know, and at night, it has a feature that it messes up like that. That was weird. Oh, you know, the circuitry's just a little slow. I haven't quite completed it. But at night, it automatically closes right after you open it. Whereas during the day, it stays open until you close it. These little slabs are just markers of where I want to build houses. So I kind of transformed. I tried to take the style of the, like, see these villager houses. I didn't get it quite exact, because I also don't quite like this style. But okay, so you sir are out way past curfew. But so I tried to let me get a better look at this house. So I tried to kind of keep the style. This is like a bigger house. Like this, it's up on a hill. It's close to the castle. I thought, you know, this is maybe a governor or something like that, like someone a little higher up. So it's a nicer house there. I've been sleeping there as I've been working on the houses. So I'm thinking of, you know, just transforming them, because, you know, this isn't the house. You go in here and it's like you can barely. There's no bed. You can't do anything with this. But this here, I think it's a lot nicer. This is leftover. This minus the door. This used to be like an igloo or something. So you know, this is some real space. You know, you could have like a storage room, like kind of like, you know, like a little more role play. Like you have your storage in the top room, and then your bedroom up here, a little balcony because maybe this is like a person of a little more importance. They're maybe addressing the people, and I also needed it to just balance out the side there because it was a little too heavy. But yeah, I like this. I think I'm gonna build them all in a similar style. Maybe not quite as big, because you only need so much space. But if you want to expand on it, you always have the ability to do that. And then I'm gonna leave some plots empty, like I said. But so I'm gonna maybe get rid of that igloo too. And so I made some of the streets. Some of the streets were already here. I'm probably gonna get rid of these farms and make like a larger kind of farming area outside of the walls of the city. But as you can see, it's nighttime, and these villagers don't seem the least bit concerned. It's time to go to bed. Yeah, please go to sleep. What are you doing there, Will? Oh yeah.
It won't stay shut.
There we go. Peace and quiet. Yeah. This is the main gate is a 3 high. But because I just want it to be a little bigger than just the regular gates. So I don't love. These aren't my designs. I'm gonna say that. I modified them to my use, but I didn't create this triple piston extender design, especially so compact like it is. It uses like observers and things like that. But anyway, yeah, so like this area, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it. If you know what to do with it, and you're like, hey, I'm going to do something with it, you can have this, maybe this whole area. I don't really know. Yeah, so these areas too are destroyed because I took down the houses, and I want to leave these open as plots of land, but I need to give the villagers a place to sleep. Yeah, so I like this a lot. I think it looks really nice. It's been a lot of work, this area, because to get all of this cobblestone, it took maybe I have a haste 2 beacon, and I have a efficiency 5 here. So it was insta-mined. But it still took a lot of time, maybe like 3 hours or so in total, or 4. And this redstone, oh my gosh. I got it all working the way that I wanted it to work. But that took some work too. Because, I'm decent at redstone, but there were no videos that had like, exactly what I wanted. So I had to kind of take elements of, mix things around. But I enjoyed that. So this is my main settlement. So, if you were here, you would expect to have houses, similar to this, maybe a little smaller. Maybe I'll build another one like that. Yeah, I like this style. There was a wandering trader that came through here. That's why these guys are here. Oh, leads. Nice. I say that like we don't have like a huge slime farm, but some things are just always exciting. Yeah, so this video has been a lot slower paced. It's our first. We're just kind of showing around, getting things out of the way, like showing what things are. But yeah, the next one's hopefully there's going to be a little more going on. I have some footage of me building this, but it wasn't so great because I was using not such a good program to capture it. So I'll definitely need to.
Is someone still stuck in here?
Oh no, that's just for me marking out a house of where I want to rebuild it.
Okay.
Like here, this marker just tells me I need to get rid of this, replace it with a house. Here, a lot of open space, make it a house. Here, rebuild this house. Because, this is a fine house, but no one wants to stay here. Where are you going to keep your stuff?
Ceiling. Oh, wait, no, yeah, the blocks.
Yeah, this is annoying. No one wants to live here. You want to live in a house like this, or like that. And, I'm going to need... One of the other things is that I've got all these guard towers here. So... this would be, a guard barrack. But you would stay here when you're on duty or whatever. And then you would live inside the guard barracks. Oh, I hit the mic. Inside the castle. We have the main kind of area over here. So there are two big towers, which are connected to the castle themselves. And so, if you were... This is kind of almost like the welcome area, like you'd say here if you wanted to talk to a guard or something. But, these go up a little and they are just kind of like observational. You can see out. And, oh, there's a spider. Is that a spider jockey? I think so. Oh, not so good. Anyway,
Well, that worked.
So maybe, like, this would maybe be the guard. I'm not exactly sure what I want for everything. Is this... Oh, this is at, light level 7. Something could spawn here. That's dangerous. There we go. There's still, like, every once in a while I find an area that's light levels too low. But if you go up here, this is where you would be. And this is connected right into the castle. So the castle isn't furnished yet. Everything's still under construction, pretty much. But here, why don't I give a nice view of... This, oh my god, I struggled so much making this look not like a pillar, or like a big dome of... It looked like it was wearing a dunce hat. So, this is all going to be furnished, probably with levels and such. So this is the highest point so far, I think, that we've built to.
What do you mean?
This here, it's at level 169, which is higher than...
I think...
It's higher...
Is it higher than...
Higher than what?
My prison?
I think so, because this is pretty decently above the cloud level, because it's already on a mountain, which is what... And the mountain is already on, like, a general slope up, so you can see, like, the sea level is where those lakes and stuff are, and this whole area was already on a hill, and then the big mountain is here. Don't fall, because you don't have Elytra. Take the water bucket, just in case. So you can MLG Pro your way down. There's a little, like, waterfall in there. Yeah, so this kind of gives you an overview of the entire city here. I'm talking about it's my own creation here, but this is definitely my favorite area. I mean, like, you can see the moon during the day because you're so high up that you reach the chunk load limit. I'm at 32 chunks here. I think I can get some kind of extender because my computer is not struggling. Even with 32 chunks, we're still at like 150, 170 whatever frames per second. 100, and it's hovering around 150 or so. I want to kind of get something for that. But yeah, I mean, this definitely has a lot of potential. I think people would enjoy living here. Let me know what you guys think, because this ultimately is for other people to live in. First of all, I'm a centralized kind of person. All my stuff is in the capital, and most of my necessary stuff is just in this one little ender chest and all the shulker boxes. So I'd stay here, and it's more for show, anything, this big castle. But other people could live there if you're like higher up, like generals or whatever. I mean, I'm thinking to have a very more militarized society. But anyway, and there's one little house that's like the beginning of like the outer town. It's like outside of the castle walls. But they would be like, farmers and whatever. But yes, that's the bigger house. And, we can look around that, where different people would be. I don't know, Will, do you have any final thoughts here?
If we're advertising our countries, then, we have free food, free shelter. All you have to do is work towards the common goal of making the PRS a better country.
Oh, yeah. So for us, so we're very we're very technically kind of evolved. I built all of the farms, the non-food farms. We have a lot of food, and so I think if you were to, that guy's, don't go through the end portal. That guy's gonna deport himself. Like, seriously, he's gonna deport himself to the end.
Should
Or
we
the
just
nether.
test it?
No, I mean, it works. It works. You see, like IBX Toy Cat. But anyway, yeah. So pretty much anything you would need, like my big thing is that I want to get to having all the farms. So if you are really good at a certain type of farm, like my next goals are a cobblestone farm and a wood farm. If you are really good at that, like the way that I think it's gonna work is everyone gets food and whatever they need, you know. But if you work on a project, or for me, I'll give you all the materials you need for the project. Just tell me what you need, and I'll also just provide, bonuses while you're doing that project. So baseline, you would get food and shelter, but I have a few extra elytras. If you're working on a big project, maybe you just you get an elytra so you can work on that kind of thing. Yeah, jobs or anything like that, because it is a political role play, and in that way, it's also a societal kind of role play. There, with jobs and an economy. Will has his own economy. We have stuff invested in that. Will's a stable guy. But the job would be working for the state, pretty much. If you really want to join, we want people to be on this. Right now it has a max of 10, but we could really easily increase that. But for it's just not necessary right now, and 10 is free. But like 25 people is like $5 a month between like the three of us. That's like nothing, But yeah, so we really like to have like other people playing with us and like being a part, like, but you don't have to join our countries. That's the other thing. Like you can join, and as long as you're kind of following within, like you're not cheating, and you're kind of not,
Invading other people's territory.
no, you can invade. Like, but if you're not just here to like blow everything up and be like a griefer, that's kind of a different thing. But if you're being like tactical, like, maybe I want to do like a TNT run on like Will City. It's like a political.
Excuse me?
Hypothetical. This is very purely hypothetical. I have no interest in doing that currently. But like that kind of thing. Like if you like, you can't. There's nothing about like no killing other people on the server. Other players inside the server. It's not quite anarchy because technically we do have rules, but I'd say it's close to like political roleplay anarchy, as close as that gets. The only rules we have are no hacked clients, and like just try to stay within the general idea of what it is. But if you want to immediately you get in, you would the spawn point is our capital city, and you have to get approved by us just to get out of like adventure mode, just because we don't want people coming in and like immediately tearing stuff down, because that would not be fun. But as soon as we kind of are like, all right, you're cool to go, do whatever you want, you can set up your own nation, you can be like a rival nation, or you can literally go off and never talk to us again, set up your own thing on like the other side of the world. It's really whatever you guys want to do, but we kind of want to make it like a political role play kind of server, because we think that would be really interesting. It's interests us, and we think that if we're enjoying it and it's interesting to us and we're going to be making a video, if you want to be a part of it too, we thought that would just be a really cool thing. Would it involve alliances and nations going together, because in the end it's like resources and everything like that. It almost does give a kind of decent model to the real world, but who knows, we're yet to see. We're kind of excited where this is going to go. Yeah, so join, and you can become a citizen, and I would say that is one thing. Like you can become a citizen, and immediately you have the support of someone who's been playing for this amount of time, and can give you all whatever resources you need, pretty much, to start up. Yeah, I'd seriously it's we're excited to start this. I mean, what do you think, Will? Do you have any other points?
I agree with everything you said, in that it would be really fun to have a lot of people on here, and like not even if they're just part of our countries, they can be doing their own thing, have their own country, form alliances, stuff like that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, you could make your own country and join the Confederation of Nations, or you can make your own, kind of
rival union or something.
Yeah, why did I do that? That was not Yeah, I think this could be really fun if a lot of people are joining in, and if it's like people who are watching the videos too, like you can be like influencing what we're doing. I know, right now a lot of people that are watching us, so far we've only had the Mario Kart videos up, and this is a new venture. I guess just to talk about the direction of the channel too, we're looking to integrate a lot more other things besides Mario Kart 2 because, I have a lot more interests, and I think that it's interesting to see people who are interested in stuff. Allie really likes Sims, and she's going to be doing a lot with that soon too. But I love Skyrim too. I've been playing that for so long. I'm thinking of doing something with that. And we all, Will, me, Mert, and another friend of mine, Jack, we all love COD. We were thinking of doing videos like that. Like, we did this thing, playing gun game, but with 10 demotions every time you get knifed. This is COD 2, Black Ops 2. And it's just, like, terrible, because Will just stands there and tries to knife people when they're at, like, at the final level or whatever. You finally get your, like, crossbow, and then Will sends you all the way back to, like,
2 or something.
Yeah.
What is it, like 90 points, something like that?
Oh, the 100-point demotion. Yeah, then you go back
Yeah.
to like 90 points, which is what, like Scorpion or something like, I don't even know. But okay, this guy's just invading my privacy. Dude, like, this is not your house. Get out of here. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, tell me what you guys want to see. This has been a pretty long video. I'm gonna maybe try to edit it down to be a little more palatable, because I don't know exactly how interesting it is going to be us showing stuff off. But maybe people are interested by watching kind of what we've been doing on here. We're really hoping that you guys can make your own contributions. Yeah, I mean, Will, do you have anything else to say here?
No, not. I have one thing to say. My country is in a communist hellhole.
It's not.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a republic with a representative government, and if you join, well, if you're one of the first people to join my country, you're immediately appointed to our National Assembly.
But wait, there's more.
And given
Buy now, and you can be the owner of. Sorry.
And then also you could be like not like a lord, but like a mayor of one of the towns that we have seen, and not only represent that town in the National Assembly, but the Confederation of Nations legislature.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool. I think we have a pretty good system set up. I'll post something about it, and you guys can check it out. And also we have a Discord running too. So like. That's how Will and I are talking. We have it all set up. Here I can show. Here you can see my recording. But so here we have Turk, PRS, KK, CN, and then the general. So Will and I are consuls, which is just an elected position that represents you in the Confederation of Nations.
That's like the executive branch.
Yeah, of like the General Confederation. And so you'll get a link to this when you join the server for the first time. And so I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so you can do this and like just talk to us directly. We're on pretty often, I'd say, working on things. So what I'm gonna do is in the link of this video, I'm gonna put the code to join. So the name of the server. Because, at this point, I think we're pretty ready for people to join. What do you think, Will?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, we should definitely start adding people now. We definitely, there's no way we don't have the infrastructure to house enough people.
So this is Roma Et Plus, which is, Rome and more, which is actually the second server of this. We had to change the server name and everything. But anyway. So it's using Minehut server, but we're thinking of eventually switching over maybe to like another kind of server, because if you sign in and in the server no one's been on the server for 5 minutes, it shuts down. But it'll tell you directions on how to just start it up pretty easily. But you know, it's a little annoying to not be able to just join right away. But so I'd say Will or me are on, like, let's say if you're in America, because you know we're in America, 50% of the working day in America we're on, or you know, I'd say from like, we usually get on at around what, 1:30.
Well, that's pending school stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I mean, Will and I are both
yeah.
in school still. But yeah, we're usually on like starting at like 1:30 or so. And I'm usually on, you know, on and off. Will and I are on and off. I'm on usually a lot later than Will. I usually don't get off until like 1 maybe or so. You know, but on and off throughout the day. So maybe I'll leave at like 6, you know, and then come back on at like 10:30 or so. But but then Will usually leaves around 10:30. So I'd say there's a pretty decent chance that one of us is going to be on, and you can talk to us right then and there. And you know, if you've seen our videos, and you can also go to our Instagram, the WFC Cart, which is linked on our channel page. If you go there, if you DM us and ask us about this, I'll be happy to give you the Discord link. I'll post that in the description here. I mean, you know, just anything. If you just have like any questions, like, oh, you know, this sounds interesting. How does X work? You know, whatever. We'll be happy, and we'll really open to suggestions here, because we have our ideas of what we want it to be, but we haven't really gone any step further with that yet. So if you have any suggestions, you know, while this is still kind of early on in the process, just let us know, and we'll implement that. I'm just checking for light levels here, because light level, I think 7 and below, you get spawns. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this interior here. It's a huge interior. I'm thinking, do I break it up and make like a bunch of different rooms, like castle type rooms? Do I have like one great entrance hall, or what? I mean, these connect right up to the this is the left tower here. And this tower, I think this is where I have like a guard area down here. Like this, I want it maybe like a cell. Like that's kind of what I envision.
Like
here.
a dungeon.
Like it's almost like a dungeon, yeah. But you get like a nice view of the waterfall here. And it's kind of like a dungeon, and there's like a, maybe this is another cell, maybe this is like a guard area's workstation, or like belongings chest. If you've played Skyrim, you know, like evidence, prisoner's belonging chest, kind of area. And this is just like a guard kind of area. What's over there? And you know what's really fun? Standing up on the top of the tower and just sniping down the mobs. That's been my kind of fun activity while I'm building these. But I like building them a lot. You know, I watch a lot of like Grian, so I have a little bit of, like, I've been like, oh, you know, that's an interesting way to be designing. I like his builds decently. I mean, he's a really good builder, and his styles I like. So I've been like detailing. I want to do a little more detailing around the edge. I kind of like the zigzag kind of pattern. I think it's simple, but it looks good. But yeah, I really like. I just love these gates. Like, you know, you go through, and then it closes behind you. It's so simple, but it feels like a city. You know, like a city with a little gate there. I'm thinking maybe hooking up that to like the guard towers so that they can toggle it. But yeah, and it's not too much of a difficult system. But hey, here are my dogs. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. If this is something you want to do. You know, if you want to see more of this, if you think this is an interesting type of series, just let us know. And because we're open to doing kind of whatever you guys want to do. But this has been a pretty big project of ours. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. You know, maybe you can live inside the royal. Where are you, Will?
I'm at the top.
Almost about time. Oh, can I have my water bucket back?
Oh yeah.
Ready? I'm gonna.
What are the odds I'm gonna fall off the tower now?
Pretty high, yeah. Once you've given away. All right, I'm gonna. Oh jeez. Oh god. All of the torches.
Oh dear.
All right, now I got an MLG Pro.
Well,
now.
that could have been worse.
Yeah. Yeah, one time I like cascaded it down and it just like all like a huge section of torches got knocked out and it's really not. Don't it's gonna be a crime to knock out the torches. Alright, I'm gonna MLG Pro. Yeah. That's another way I've been amusing myself. Let's see. There. Did I get it? Are they all 8 or above? 888, 888, 800, 888, 888. Don't wait. Oh, 7. No, I messed up. What? Can it be there? Is that legal? Yeah, it's legal. Don't wait. Call 8. I'm gonna get sued now by Solano and Barnes.
Well, technically, under fair use, we made our own parody of it. Therefore, it is not their place to sue.
There you go. Okay, yeah, fix that up. Yeah, I like to do some nice MLG, or completely miss it because I land on a slab. Luckily, I have feather falling. That's the only thing that just kept me alive. Oh. Alright, let's go. Yeah. It's silly. Oh, flying is not allowed on this server. Yeah, so that's another thing that happens. A lot of the time, I'll log out a little too hard, and it'll kick me off the server. Oh. That was not fun. Will. It, dropped me right back to...
I saw.
All I was falling.
And then, like, you were falling.
Yep. So, you know, the server is not without its faults. You gotta be careful for that. Alright, did I put everything back the way it's supposed to go? So, you know, that's a little annoying. And you know, in the very beginning, I was like, oh, I should fix stuff when that happens. Like, if that happens, I should just, like, give me, like, if that kills me, I should get my stuff back. But then I realized, like, you know, if I know that stuff is gonna happen, I shouldn't. What the? How did something spawn? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Con Adjo? Okay, but seriously, how did the creeper spawn in here? These are all. This should be perfectly spaced. Anyway, but I realized, like, what did I realize? Something. If I say, what did I realize one more time? No, but, like, if you know that that's going to happen, then you shouldn't be doing things, you know, to kind of be at that risk on this server. Like, if you know that it's going to lag out, then just, you know, prepare for that. And if you... That's kind of what I decided. I don't know how a creeper spawned in here, because this should be all perfectly lit up so that the darkest block is 8. Because this one was big enough that I like counted it out. Oh, maybe it spawned on one of these. Are any of these up here? That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. You know, this place isn't without its flaws. Anyway, Will, do you have any other things to add on?
No, not really.
Yeah, I'm kind of done.
Nothing more to add. Yeah.
I'm just making sure that, like, what goes there? Torches. I'm just making sure I say everything I want to say. That's pretty much it. Because, like, I can edit this all together so that it's a lot shorter. Yeah, Mert never joined. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's...
He said he was going to come on at 9, and it's currently, what,
10:30.
nearly 11?
Yeah. So, you know, that'll happen. Yeah, I'd say Mert's not on quite as much. That's alright. He's still got to set up his whole kingdom. Or his whole... Oh, this guy's in my house. Can I get him out of here? Come on. Come on, buddy. This isn't your house. Go home. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you just realized? You just realized this isn't your house? Oh, I just remembered I don't live here. That's strange. Yesterday... Yeah, keep him moving. Yeah, Yeah, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Let's go. I'm worried about hitting him, though, because... Oh, you know what I can do? I think... Boats are entities, right? So if I go like this... come on. Yeah, there you go. I can lead. Where's the lead? There it is. Nope. Come on. Can I do this? Is this gonna work? How do you do this? I swear there's a way to do this. No. Oh well. Come on, bud. Yeah, I would appreciate though if people didn't kill the villagers, because a lot of them are just for good trades. Like, I've kind of selectively made them take professions for things I want. Hold on just a second. Alright, I think I gotta head off. Anyway, guys.
Alright.
Oh, come on. There we go. Look, this guy's much happier down here. Anyway, guys, yeah, so what I want to know from you is just like, does this sound interesting? Let us know. And if it is, just join on. We'd really like to have you and kind of start this whole process. So, yeah, this has been the TheAlPals solo, just Alex though. Yeah. Thank you for watching. You know, like, subscribe, check out our other videos. Hopefully, by the time you see this, we'll have our next video out. You know, who knows? Anything's possible. Alright. Peace.